The African Union says China will play an instrumental role in making an Africa space policy a reality. The acting director of the AU Commission for Education, Science and Technology, Hambani Masheleni, spoke to CGTN's correspondent Girum Chala on the sidelines of the just concluded interaction between African youth and Chinese astronauts.
Thank you so much for joining us here on CGTN. A historic event was just held here at the African Union headquarters. 3 Chinese astronauts have interacted with youth from 8 African states. It was really an enlightening and also inspiring event. But according to you, what do you really make of this important event held here?
You are very right. You used the word youth from 8 African countries. Youth are a unique resource that Africa has. We are going to have about 1.6 billion people by 2030, and 65% of those are youths. Africa is 55 countries, and Africa is vast, endowed with so many natural resources. Space becomes a very critical area or pillar for Africa's development. This event is meant to steer, inspire, and raise the visibility of the profile of space technologies for Africa's development, and to ensure that the youth, they understand not only as the custodian of the future of Africa, but the agents that have to develop Africa's space.
I understand that there is an African space policy adopted by member states in 2016. What are really the pillars of that policy?
We developed a space policy that has got 4 pillars. Number 1, we want to promote Earth observation for management of our natural resources. They are vast. For promoting agriculture, precision agriculture, smart agriculture. We have got minerals, exploration, you name it. We need space technologies to do that. Earth observation, real-time use of Earth observation data. Number 2, satellite communication. You do have a cell phone. You are going to call your wife or your child now. It goes through space. We need to develop our SATCOMs, satellite communication. 3, we need to ensure that we have navigation, timing, and positioning to support the various development areas such as aviation. The last one is what we did today: exploration, space sciences, space exploration. What does it take for us to have an African space station?
China has been instrumental for African states, for most of them which now own objects or satellites in space, including Algeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, and others. How do you really want to continue cooperation with China, perhaps to make the Africa space policy a reality on the ground?
We have 2 levels, if not 3, of cooperation with China. We've got China collaborating bilaterally with countries. There are countries that are moving very fast, and they really want their program to advance at a very fast pace. They are moving at bilateral level, cooperating with China, launching their own satellites and developing their own programs, around which, in the long run, like we have said, space is the most shareable resource. If Ethiopia launches a satellite, I tell you that satellite can be used by more than 10 countries in Africa. That satellite will be useful for Africa. So the cooperation that China is having at bilateral level is very critical. And the good part of this cooperation is that it is also highlighted within the broader FOCAC cooperation, where we all meet as African countries to discuss with China in the areas of cooperation. And as far as the space is concerned, we want more cooperation.